Alright, so I'm here in the Goleta train station, and I haven't really been doing any writing this week, actually, on the book. I have to work on the column this weekend. I'm not really looking... I'm looking forward to it, but it's not a big thing. But, more importantly, I'm here with a special guest, Char Booth, who's gonna... And she is actually working on an ALA Editions book right now. And so maybe just kind of tell us a little bit about what happened to it, and now you have to re-edit it, or you thought it was done, and now what's up?
Right. Well, I just wrote this book for ALA Editions on just kind of teaching and learning and instructional design. And I turned in the manuscripts about a month ago, like the final, like I've gone through my page proofs, I've done everything. It takes forever and ever. And, and then I got this news last week that Google Wave is actually going to basically cease to exist. And ironically, in my book, I use Google Wave as kind of a vignette, as an example of how to learn about a teaching technology. So, you know, I have this manuscript that's out there that has this example of a technology tool that's basically not going to be around after the book comes out. So I have to figure out, the manuscript's still in process, so I have to figure out, do I go back and write it out of the book, or do I write into the book what happened and why the example is still there? So,
and tell us the name of that book so that way people can go see what you did.
Right, so the book itself is called Reflective Teaching, Effective Learning, and it's coming out of ALA Editions, I think in about October of 2010, which is this year.
And so just real quickly on sort of your writing style, I mean, do you kind of have set times during the day that you sort of write, or do you kind of, how do you write? And this could be the book, but it could also be your other writings that you do too.
I'm really productive in the morning, and I tend to wake up and write for like a couple of solid hours. Like I try to have like 2 hours in the morning whenever it's possible to kind of get to them. So I think that a lot of people that write a lot find that having a rhythm, like a consistent approach, is very productive for them. And so you wake up at whatever time and you sit down for 2 hours before you go to work or before you do whatever. Yeah. And just having that during the day is kind of like a religious thing. Like I just do this. It helps you like get over like the writer's blocky stuff.
Do you keep any kind of like notes? Like for me, like I have all kinds of notes everywhere as I'm writing of like, I want to get this in, I want to get this in. And some are digital, some are print. I'm just kind of curious, like, how do you kind of store your ideas and do something with them?
I use my iPhone a lot,
like
the notes application.
Yeah.
I like write down little things because I have a really bad memory. So if I have an idea that I want to go into the book, I have to keep track of it. I have to say, self, remember, like go back, self, to this.
So all these kids all have mohawks these days, man. You can't see it there, but it's crazy. I don't know if it's a California thing.
Why does she have a mohawk?
Is it just California, or like?
I think it's national. You know, I was just in Texas, and a lot of kids have mohawks there too. So if it's made it that far, it's you know, it's pretty pervasive.
All right, so I think we're gonna kind of wrap this one up. It's kind of a strange day here at the Goleta train station. Here, we're gonna get Char on her way. So, thanks for spending a few minutes, and next week I'm gonna get back to writing. Okay, so later.